Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, October 1st, 2013. This is Talk to Me Tuesday number 107. I am going to try and make this as quick as possible. Apologies in advance if it gets a little bit long. So here we go. First off, Cherokee Bead Woman, sorry for the delay in getting your package out. I just realized when I was ready to package it all up that I didn't even have anything to ship it in. So it meant a trip to the store to get something. Hopefully by Friday, Saturday at the latest, I will be able to get to the post office now to get your package out for you. And I will email you to let you know when it goes out and the expected delivery date. So my apologies once again, but it will be on its way very soon. CRT Girl 5001, you asked about the sock knitting. I have not been able to find the video tutorials I was talking about. I have watched so many tutorials on sock making. Some of them are alright, but they're not the best. I will continue to look, so if I do see something that I think will be very helpful, I will put that link in your drop an email with the link to you. I have not even been able to find the sock pattern I used to make my very first socks. So when I do hopefully locate that again, I will definitely be sure to email a copy of that to you as well. But I did find a pattern I think will be very helpful. I read through the whole pattern. It's excellently written. The person walks you through not just making it, but they have a lot of little notes that help you understand why you're doing what you're doing. So for a beginning sock, I think it's an excellent pattern. It does use worsted weight yarn, which is exactly what I made my very first socks with. So instead of emailing that to you, look in the description below. I will put a link to that for you in there. So here we go. First off, what I want to show is I was involved in the Great Summer Slim Down. I was one of the people who was picked out of the virtual hat to win prizes. I want to show you the two prizes I received. First up, where'd it go? I received this skein of Classic Elite Yarns Magnolia. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous pink yarn. I absolutely love it. It is so soft. This is merino and silk. Absolutely beautiful. It's, according to the site, double knit, but it looks like a worsted weight to me, a light worsted maybe. If anybody can think of anything I can do with this, please let me know, because I'm at a total loss at this point in time. I've also received this book. It's called Knits of Tomorrow, Toys and Accessories for Your Retro Future Needs. It is an absolutely fantastic book. It has pattern for socks. It has a cassette player looking pouch. It has laptop covers. It has robot pillows. It has these really cool pen and pencil holder things you can make. Really, really neat book. I mean, excellent book. And there's even a dog sweater in there. Really cool book. So those were my prizes that I received for being in the challenge. So thank you very much, Miss Erin. And not only did I receive my prizes, but along with my prizes, she sent me this wonderful, wonderful box of goodies as a random act of kindness. So I'm going to show you all that fantastic stuff. First off, she sent me one of her Poor Girl project bags she makes. These are absolutely gorgeous. I will put a link in the description. She sells these in her Etsy shop. So I will put a link to that in the description. And if you know her, you can always message her, I'm sure, and let her know. But these are really cool. It is fully lined. Very sturdy. Let me tell you, very, very well made. Love it. It's got little puppies on it. They're cute. So that was one thing. She also sent me this package of seaming pins, which are used to hold together knit and crochet pieces so that they stay in line when you're putting them together. So those will definitely come in handy, especially when I finally get my cardigan done. Oh no! Duh. I was hoping I wasn't going to do that, and I did anyway. So, Sorry, folks. She sent me this package of safety eyes. They're cat's eyes. They're already open because my daughter actually used one to use the pair for something that she did. So, and she remembered, said in her note that she remembered me having mentioned that we have difficulty finding safety eyes. So not only did she send those, but she sent this package as well. It's got a bunch of different size eyes and different, you know, some of them are clear with a pupil. I got these big white ones and tiny, there's a super tiny little pair in here. And she also sent me this kitty cat tape measure where you lift the ear and the tape measure is in there. So, really cool. Now into the absolutely fantastic-y stuff. Yarn. First off, I got these two skeins. It's Lion Brand Lion Wool. One is prints and one is solids. This is feltable. There is a solid in pink, and then this one which has yellow and purple and orange and a grayish, like a cadet blue. If anybody remembers that from Crayola crayons years ago. But it is feltable. If anybody can think of anything I can do with this, please let me know. I cannot felt it in my washing machine because it's a front load, but I can felt it by hand. So, if you can think of anything, please let me know. I also received this skein of worsted yarn. It is called Rhythm. It's also really cool. Look at the colors. Look at that. This is wool. This is something that will have to be washed by hand, but it is also feltable too. And really cool. It's like soft. Boy, oh boy. I also have this skein of Saccata. It's the Plymouth Italian collection of sock yarn. It's got pink and blue and orange and yellow and green and just such a lovely mixture of color. So, looking for sock patterns for that. I also received this chroma fingering from Knit Picks, and look at this. This is so, absolutely gorgeously soft. It's got yellow and green and orange and like a light brown and a darker brown, and look at that. Definitely got to make a pair of socks with that. And of course they'll have to be hand washed. And then I got these two absolutely gorgeous skeins. This is Frog Tree Petaboo sock yarn. It's a gorgeous pink. It's so soft. This is washable. I have been looking through sock patterns like you wouldn't believe to find like the perfect pair of socks to use any of this with, because I want a really nice pattern that's not only going to look good, but is actually going to complement the yarn. So if anyone has any ideas. So thank you, Miss Erin. It's absolutely gorgeously, wonderfully uplifting package that I received. And I haven't touched it except to just look at it because, like I said, I want the perfect pattern. So if anybody can help me, let me know. So, on to what crafty I've done. I am working on the challenge that Elf and Jen put out there. It is not yet done. Hopefully we'll be finished by next week, so you'll be able to see that. But I'm still not going to tell you what it is. But I will show you what I've done. I am in the Monster Mash group on Facebook, so I have done 2 more monsters. I would like to introduce you to Lil Stripe. Lil Stripe is actually supposed to be 11 inches tall and is about as tall as my hand. She is made using sock weight yarn and size 1 needles. She's very, very little. And this is like the pink camouflage yarn or something to that effect. So really cute, really squishy. And then my daughter saw her and loved her, so I had to make her a little one. This is actual size that she's supposed to be. I'm sorry, I do not remember the name if my daughter named her. But if I remember, I'll put it in the description. Here's her little monster. This is actually made using leftover sock yarn from her Socks on a Plain socks. So, and this is supposed to be this tiny, because it's supposed to go on a mobile, and these are both out of Rebecca Danger's second book. I will put the name of that book in the description below. So yeah, and you can find any of these patterns, I do believe, on Ravelry. Just go in and pop in Rebecca Danger and it'll come up. The last thing I have to show, I mentioned last week that I wanted to get the fingerless mitts done to go with my entrelac scarf. Well, here they are, folks. I did make some changes. I took out a total of 3 pattern repeats from each one. They would actually be a lot longer than they are. I also changed the thumb placement on the one, so there's a definite left and right mitt. And instead of just sewing the seam together, I actually just kept the right sides out and did a single crochet seam to put them together. So there they are. They're soft, they're so nice, and they're going to be perfect. So it's not an entrelac pattern, but I don't care. So there they are. They're done. I can go back to working on my scarf. So other than that, that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but if I am, it'll just have to wait, because I'm not going to do this again. And hopefully it turned out right so I don't have to. So anyway, that's it. I look forward to watching everyone's videos. I hope you all have a wonderfully crafty week and a wonderfully crafty weekend. For me, I'm starving, so I'm going to end this so I can go get dinner started. For you, it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever it is. I really do hope it's a great one, and thank you all for hanging in there, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, October 1st, 2013. This is Talk to Me Tuesday, number 107. Quite a bit to show, so I'm going to get right on it. As quick as we can get through this, the better. Yeah, that sounded really good.